Hello, and welcome to Pin and Chat, where we're just going to be talking about Star Wars Celebration, anything that you want to talk about in the chat. I got pins all over the desk, kind of giving me a little bit of anxiety. But we're here. I've been procrastinating for 2 years because these pins are from Star Wars Celebration 2023 in London. So I'm like, well, let's kill two birds with one stone. Let's do a live, connect with you guys, chat it up, and let's put some pins in my backpack. And I actually get to show you guys my pins that I have here. I'm just making sure that I have everything. I feel like I am missing some stuff, which I thought I got it. I thought I had everything. Well, let's see who's in the chat. We got Star Wars Nerd. It's 9 p.m., sir. Thank you for reminding me of the time. I appreciate it. Sorry, Ricky. You scared me. Oh my God. What panel are you most excited for about this year's celebration? Um, I guess the Lucasfilms panel, kind of like looking at it's a panel that it's everything Lucasfilms. Like for example, I want to say maybe last year or was 2 years ago. Um, and the last celebration or two celebrations ago in Anaheim, they were focusing on Indiana Jones because they did another Indiana Jones movie. So anything that has to do with Lucasfilms, from TV shows to movies that are coming out, sometimes fake promises, because they have a list of all these movies and they bring out directors and they bring out cast members potentially, and we're still not seeing anything. So, but just to kind of see what direction Lucasfilms is going, and then the second panel that I'm most hyped about is the Revenge of the Sith panel. Hoping that somehow, some way, Natalie Portman shows up and Ewan McGregor shows up, and then third, I mean, Ahsoka. You know, we're waiting for Ahsoka, and then obviously Dave's movie. So it's a lot of panels, but in the Lucasfilms, they're gonna hit all that. So the Lucasfilms panel, they'll give you updates on Ahsoka. They will give you updates on Dave Filoni's movie. They will hopefully announce that if we got into the celebration stage, you could come back and watch Andor the first three episodes before everybody else. That would be kind of dope. Which I think maybe I'm kind of like 90% they're gonna do that because the last two celebrations that I've been to, they have given us either things early, or like they premiered something. So it could potentially kind of do like a red carpet deal at Celebration. But Diego Luna is not he's not going until Sunday, I believe. So maybe not, you know. George, what's up? Mercs and a Mike, you're what up, my guy? Did you see you can finally exchange photos and autos for Japan? Yes, sir. I did see that. Shout out to Tony. Speaking of the devil, you still do lives? Wow. Remember for 8 months? Uh, he is my celebration like informant. Like I don't even know why I go to the website. Uh, Tony gets the breaking news. He's the celebration guy. And if you guys didn't know, he does more than just celebrations. He's also a whatnot guy. But if you need any information for celebration, I would say I know some stuff, but Tony knows more. You know. Um, what's up, Darth Chisel? What's going on? We got Kyber Forge in the building. Hey, hey, what's going on? Tony secretly works for all of the cons and celebrate. You know what? Maybe, maybe. Galactic Cantina, hello there. And Kyber got pops. So just to give you guys kind of an idea, I'm gonna put this on right here real quick. Look at this. These are all Celebration 2023 pins that I have not opened. Now the ones over here, these are like the mystery packs. So obviously you got to open up the mystery pack. You're gonna see what you get. But I'll go over kind of like what I know. I know Tony's in the chat, so if I said something wrong, he will correct me. But we kind of go over kind of like the pin situation when it comes to Star Wars Celebration, and I'll actually also show you guys the pins that I currently have. Um, Not gonna lie, kind of stole the idea from Tony with the whole backpack deal, but I'll show you that. Let me go through the chat real quick. What's up, nerd? You could say he's a con man. Yep, you definitely can. So, rookie police on duty. So, as you see, I got pins here. Let me go back to full screen. Um, so in Star Wars Celebration 2017 was our first Star Wars celebration, and during that time we were really focused on Funko. Like we did not win the lottery to go into the Funko booth. The Funko booth opened to the general public at 2. So if they didn't have a reservation, you can wait by the booth. We started forming a line around the booth, saying this is for the people that don't have any reservations, and we waited. So we went through the con. Me and Tony took turns, like getting something to eat, drink, maybe look around. But we all saved our spots until 2 o'clock came, and then we were able to get into the booth. We were able to grab like the majority of all the Funko Pops that they had. And at the time, like I said, 2017, I would want to say 2016, 2017, Funko was like at their best. Like getting a con exclusive Funko Pop was money, especially with the sticker. But now going forward, and now we're in 2025. Looking back, we should have got all 4 days in Orlando Star Wars celebration. So if you are ever thinking about going to a Star Wars celebration, don't think like, oh, let me just do 1 day or 2 days, see how it is. Get the all day pass. You won't regret it. Guaranteed. Ricky promise you'll have the time of your life, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. There are so much things to do at Star Wars celebration that even myself and including Tony, we could go all 3 days, all 4 days, and we would still not see every single thing that they have to offer. They have a lot from, like I said, merchandise pins, panels, photo ops, autographs, art gallery, top cards, exhibitors. Um, they have the live stage where if you don't win a panel, they still got the special guest coming out through the live stage is right there for the crowd. There's a lot of photo opportunities because they have like AT-ATs. They had the what's it called? Ray Speeder from the movie. Like so, a whole bunch of other props that they have there. You can take photos of people that cosplay. There's so much to do, and even for the little kids, they're like Jedi training. So much. So going back to 2017, like I said, we were really rookies. And I got a couple pins at Star Wars Celebration 2017, but I didn't get all of them. I wasn't fully prepared. Like I think my money at the time was more focused on Funko. And going back, like dang, I wish I would have completed the set. But that's what started my journey. So I do want to show you guys 2017 pins are in the top. So hopefully you guys can get a a good look. Maybe I don't want to spill anything, so let me move this drink out of the way. Get a little bit closer. So you see right there the top two rows with Zeb, Ezra, Ahsoka, Han, Obi-Wan, Clone Trooper. Then you got, is that Vader? Vader. Make sure that is, no, that's not Vader. Got blocked. Count Dooku, Palps, Mace, Maul, Kylo Ren, and the last one that's blocked. But that's it. Those were the pins that I was able to pick up from 2017. Um, Not knowing a lot of the information, some of these pins you can get at exhibitors, booths. You could get at the Celebration store, and then there's some pins that you have to hit a certain or spend a certain amount at the store in order even to get access to purchase the pin. So you still got to purchase the pin, but you got to get a certain amount. So those were my first two rows. Those are the first Star Wars Celebration pins. And then the second row, which might be a little bit hard to see, the second row, if you see the designs are a little bit more skinnier, more accurate, they look more like figures. That's from Star Wars Celebration Chicago. I think you have, it starts with Rose, I think her name is Rose. Nobody cares about Rose. Sorry, Rose. Then you got some BB-8s. Who's that right there? Ray. You got Clone Trooper, Rex, Mace, Watto, Palps, Vader, Boba Fett, and a regular Stormtrooper. Now, these also here in the bottom, these were exclusive to an exhibitor. So obviously you see Django, the Slave One, and then this one right here is a glow in the dark kind of like prototype. So the cool thing about going to Celebration, there is other exhibitors that will have and make exclusive pins. They're not gonna be like the exclusive Star Celebration con pins, but it's exclusive to them, and they make a certain amount. So I forgot the name of the exhibitor, but it's funny thing is the guy's named Tony, and I remember going to the booth and showing Tony, and we got these, like I said, Jango Fett, prototype Boba Fett, Glow in the Dark, and Slave One. And then 2020 happened, the pandemic. Where were you? Um, and so a lot of the merchandise was made with everything 2020 because the con was going to happen, but it got canceled. So the cool thing they did is that, usually you can only buy these pins when you go to the con, but since the con was not happening, they made it available for people to just purchase online. So it says 2020 Anaheim, and then there is a 2022 Anaheim because once everything was back to normal, almost normal, right? They did the con at the same location they were originally going to do in 2020. So this one right here, you can kind of see I kind of went in a little bit. It starts to grow as each con is going. I'm like, okay, I want to start collecting these Star Wars Celebration pins. And then the difference, if you notice, in the middle, I actually start with the pin. So I didn't know that they had these pins that actually say Star Wars Celebration Anaheim 2020. So if I would have knew, I would have got the other ones, right? So starting with this pin, and then I was able to pretty much get all the chases. So the chases were the Ghost, Dark Ray, and then you had Vader. You see Vader right here without a helmet, and then you see Rex, blonde hair Rex. Those were the chases. And then obviously you got Old Man Luke, Palps, Vader, Clone Trooper, and I forgot that bounty hunter's name. Down in the bottom, you see Thrawn, Maul, Ahsoka, Anakin, Obi, and then a sequel character. I forgot her name, and then you got the Armor and Grogu in the bottom. So those were all pretty much my 2020 pins. And then in the bottom, you see it starts 2022 Anaheim pins right there. So this is pretty much my first Star Wars backpack again. These backpacks are from Nike. These are SB backpacks, and all you have to do is just buy. I go to Amazon, and they're pretty cheap. You get these for 100. They kind of lock up pretty good. These little backings right here. You get a little tray like this of 100. I want to say it's like, I don't even know, like $7, $8, but that's the last time I saw it. With inflation, who knows? It could have been 12. But yeah, dope backpack, SB. So that's the first one. Put it there. Let me see the comments. I know you guys are commenting on here. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Uh, Galactic, rookie police on duty. If I don't have the time of my life at Nike Celebration, I'm going to pull this live up and call you out in front of all these people. You know what? If you do have the time of your life in Star Wars Celebration, you owe me some free pins. How about that? Yo, what up, Star Wars? A gazer. I saw you in Daredevil. Good job. What's up, nerd? Watching this awesome rookie talk about Star Wars Celebration. What is this? Amateur hour? I think no gazer. I just know Ricky said he got some kind of asada to cook. Fun fact, I do got some steak to cook. Yeah. Nobody cares about Rose. I proceed to the road. Fire, Nike SB, skating poser, laugh out loud. Just kidding. Hey man, their backpacks are amazing, especially with for pins. So here comes my second backpack, and this one is from Anaheim 2020. All these are for Anaheim 2020. So as you can see, every year is growing, and the top four up here that you see the pilots, those were exclusive for each day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, yeah, Thursday, Friday. No, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Was it Monday? Was Monday in London? Yeah, Monday was London. Yeah, yep, it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then on top of here are the chases. I only got two chase pins. Those are for the mystery pins. So you got Han and Chrysanthemum. And obviously the pilots, you see the pilots up there. One is uh what's Dave Filoni's? Wolfer Trap Wolfer, or something like that. Dave Filoni's on there. And then if you see young Luke, and then you see Return of the Jedi Luke, the Jedi Luke, those were like exclusives. The Jedi Luke was like not VIP, staff. So the cool thing that I learned this year was that each staff member would have this Luke Skywalker, Jedi Luke from Return of the Jedi, and they start their day. Each employee will start their day with a pin. As soon as they come into work, they'll give them that pin, and you will have to find an employee that has that pin and ask them to trade. Now you will have to have another pin to trade with them, but if they don't like the trade, they won't do it. So I think I didn't get this pin until like my last day there, because the first 2 days I was late going to the store, and like they already got all the pins, and I didn't know about the employee one. So, but you see all the characters. Now you see that big Jabba. Yes, they made a pin of me. The Jabba this year, you see how big it is, was one of those pins that you had to spend over a certain amount of money. I don't know if it was you have to spend over 200 or 150, but it was, yeah, you had to spend a certain pretty penny to get that Jabba. Now this one right here, I do not got, believe it or not, I do not have all the pins for Star Wars Celebration Anaheim 2022. You would think with a backpack like this, right? Look at all these characters. You would think, dang, Ricky got all the pins, but I didn't. And then one also cool pin that you can see right here at the end is an Anakin. Let's see if we get a better look. It's an Anakin and Darth Vader. And this pin was made. I don't know if it says the name of the company. Let me make sure. I could be wrong. I gotta find it. I gotta remember. Let me see. This is the same company that made this. Um, Maybe Tony might know if he's in the chat. But there's a company that made that pin and it's exclusive to Anaheim 2022. So this is backpack number 2 from Star Wars Celebration. Only Celebration pins, either the ones that are from the con or the ones that exhibitors create for the con, if that makes sense. Let's go. We got Raw Ras, most chill dude I've ever seen. What's up? I got an Adidas guy for everything: shoes, clothing, backpack, etc. Trapper Wolf, there we go. Thank you for the help. It's you on the backpack, yes sir. Galactic, you're a part of a certain organization group. Just say only certain groups wear all Adidas. Uh, get up. Oh, what's up, Ken? Ken in the house. How you doing? So before we start opening some of these packs, I do have one more backpack to show, and it's not a Star Wars celebration, but it is a Star Wars backpack. And a lot of these pins here are from May the 4th Be With You Day, May 4th exclusive days. We got some pins that are custom made and some pins that you could pick up at Disney. So this is another Star Wars backpack that I have, another SB backpack. So this will be the one that I'm gonna do today. Will be my 4th SB backpack. Now you're probably wondering, hey, why are you not putting any pins in the side? I mean, I did put a couple pins. You see, I did put a couple pins. For some reason, whenever I put them on the side, I lose them. So I just kind of like do the front. I know a lot of people do the whole side, and the front, but for me, I kind of just do the front. So you can see how the backpack looks. They do come with 2 straps because remember, this is a Nike SB backpack, right? And the SB backpack, you put your skateboard in between the 2 straps to kind of hold it down. But I remove the 2 straps because when you remove them, it gives you another 2 rows to put pins in the front. So this is the backpack, brand new backpack. It's been sitting in my room for 2 years because I got it for these pins that are right here. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys my pin collection backpacks. Let's see. Ken, he didn't even send an invite, did he? Laugh. No, he didn't. Laugh out loud. Damn. Shout out to all 8 of you on here. Appreciate it. All right, cool. How can we start? So I'm gonna go ahead and share screen. Let me share my screen. We're gonna do this. Hello. And we're gonna add this. Hello. Can you guys see this? Let me see. Would this be better? No. New. Would this be better? No. What's going on? No, I don't like that. There we go. Well, I guess that's the best it could be. Let me remove. All right, so kind of jumping ahead a little bit when it comes to that screen. So, boom! Welcome to Star Wars Celebration Europe 2023. Wanted to show you guys some photos. That's kind of like the entrance going through the Star Wars 2023 logo for Celebration. And so this is the same kind of sheet that I have here. Obviously, this is handwritten, but if you look, these are all the pins for Star Wars Celebration 2023. Every single pin that is exclusive to the con from Star Wars Celebration. So again, there's exclusives that are company exclusives, meaning like if I own a booth and the booth is called Ricky's and Company, well, Ricky's and Company is going to make an exclusive pin 200 that's only sold at Star Wars Celebration. So technically, it's a Star Wars Celebration exclusive, but it's not the official pins. These are the official pins from Star Wars Celebration. And if you watch Rebel Collectors, I talked about um, me doing a rookie move, and that this year I wasn't playing any games. So on the top, you see it says Road to Celebration. So these pins right here, there was three three packs. So the first it's celebrating Return of the Jedi. You have R2, the Ewok, and Leia, and obviously in a camouflage uh, gown or suit. So that was one pack that brought three. The other three was Andor, Deidre, and Cassian Andor, and was it B2MO? What is it? B2EMO. Yeah. Okay. That's the one that I didn't get. And because, hear me out, prior the year before in Anaheim, I didn't get all the pins. So I didn't think I was going to be able to get every single pin this year, 2023. We're going out of the country. I don't know how they run cons in Europe and London. I didn't know how it was going to be. But now I'm kicking myself because those are the ones that I'm missing. So again, I didn't pick up these three because Andor wasn't it. And then obviously the other three was the Mando, with Bo-Katan, Mando, and the armor. So those were only sold before going to the con. Again, it's called the Road to Celebration. And I thought maybe I'll pick them up. I'll pick up that Andor one when I go to Celebration. They were there, but they were only there for the people that pre-ordered them to pick up. I asked them, do they have any extras? They said no. It was the Road to Celebration. You had to purchase it at that time. That's it. So don't be a rookie if you haven't did it. You know, if I know some of you guys may not be going to Japan, but if they come back to the States, which they will do, hopefully, I don't know if it's next year or 2 years from now, but when they come back to the States and they do the Road to Celebration, get them all if you're going to try to collect the pins because you don't know. You don't know if you're going to be able to get all of them. So then the next ones that you see here in the list is the mystery pins for the 2-pack. Okay. So those are 2-pack pins, all those right there. And let me see if I could, matter of fact, let me type in. I don't even have my keyboard. Let me type in Star Wars Celebration 2-pack pins. Let's see if anything comes up. Image. So yeah, they'll come in something like this. If you see, they'll come in a little black box there. and it comes with 2 pins, and they usually the price is $20. So 2 pins, $10 each, and again, it's mystery. And some of them have chases. So depending if you're trying to get the whole complete set, where is that? It depends on how many boxes do you want to buy. Now the cool thing is that there is moments where they do pin meetups, and sometimes a pin meetup might randomly happen. I remember me and Tony went straight to the store. I don't know if we both bought 5 each boxes, and we just started opening them because there was like a little side table, and then other people started showing up. And I think Tony and another guy traded, and me and another kid traded because again, you're gonna get doubles. So the cool thing, again, these pins, you could get chases and then just the regular pins in there. If you have multiple ones, you can trade, but also you can sell. They sell pretty well on eBay. I don't know if they do anything like that or whatnot yet, but it don't feel like you're losing money because I know sometimes like you could buy a whole bunch of cards and not get anything. When it comes to these pins, you're gonna get your money back and potentially you're gonna get even more because a lot of these pins are very expensive online. If because only you can get them at Star Wars Celebration. So if you didn't go to the con, then you're gonna have to purchase them on eBay. Let me go through the chat real quick. Sup, goat? Jesse, what up, Jesse? Master Kendrick. Autocorrect, dude. Ricky, we need more custom emojis for members. Okay. Jesse, it's treason then. This is for this year's celebration. $20. That's 1/10 of a hot toy. um, so this year's celebration, let's see. Celebration 2025. Let me type in pins. They do have images. So these were the image. Let's go ahead and click on it. The road to celebration. So these were packs that you had to purchase. So if you see that there's 3 packs there. There is the Revenge of the Sith pack, which brings Dooku, Anakin, Palps, and Obi-Wan. Then you have the New Hope, which brings Luke, Leia, Chewie, and R2. And then you have the Ahsoka, which brings Sabine, Thrawn, Ahsoka, and Hu Yang. So this is the design for this year. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I'm not feeling the design, but I'm still picking them up because at the end of the day, for me, it's tradition. It's one of the things that I always pick up in Star Wars Celebration. I'm gonna show you the other things that I pick up, but I mean, we'll go through and look at the image real quick, and you'll see a difference, right? Okay, so look at that. I mean, the Anakin's not that bad, right? But do you like that Anakin, or let's go ahead and go back to full screen with me, or do you like this Anakin? I mean, this design 2023 Anaheim was pretty fire. Pretty fire. Trying to see another one. I mean, they had Chewie, right? So let's go back to they had Chewie. Where's Chewie at? Let me go back. Look at that Chewie. Now it could be cute, right? You might think like, oh man, that's a cute Chewie, all innocent and stuff like that. But would you want that Chewie or would you want this Chewie pin? You know? So these are, I mean, for me, the pins, I'm gonna get them regardless. It's tradition, but these are the 2025s. 2025. Yeah, 2025. I'm over here. But let's go back to the other pins. So you had the Road to Celebration pins. We talked about it. You got to purchase them ahead of time. Then you got the mystery packs that they sell inside the Celebration store, but also inside the Celebration store, they sell packs. So let me go ahead and move this over here. And I'm going to go ahead and bring this up on the screen. Remove this for now. We're going to add this. Boom. Well, maybe this is better because it's closer. All right. So here, before I get into these are the packs that you could buy. So these were the Road to Celebration. You guys kind of saw. This is the Return of the Jedi. So these are Road to Celebration. We talked about these. We'll move that up here. And then what's the other Road to Celebration? The other Road to Celebration one was right here, the Mando one. And I'm still missing the Andor. So if you know anybody that has that Andor one, let your boy know. All right. So you were able to purchase these packs. And they kind of continue what the Road to Celebration had. So the reason why I say continue, they were really celebrating the 40th anniversary of the Return of the Jedi. So you have this pack right here, pretty dope. I really love this one. I can't wait to put this in the backpack. The speeder, right? The speeder right here. And then Han, and you got an Ewok. So that was one that you're able to get. So you have to buy all these packs, and I want to say these 3 packs were $30. Again, if you break them down, $10 a pin. But these ones you want to get, you can pick and choose if you want. And like I said, me, I was trying to be a completionist at the time, so I was telling the lady I need one of each, and I didn't get the best lady during checkout. She really didn't understand because she did miss a couple of things because I told her I want one of each of every single pin that you have. I wasn't in London, I was not playing any games. And in Japan, I'm not playing no games. Again, speaking about Return of the Jedi, they were doing you got Max Rebo band here. Another Return of the Jedi. So big Return of the Jedi. And then they did do Obi-Wan show. You got little Leia. Not fan of the Reva pin, but again, knowing my mistake of not picking up that Andor 3 pack, I'm like, bro, I need one of each. So that was another one. Again, very heavy on Return of the Jedi, which I wasn't complaining because Return of the Jedi is my favorite OT movie. So if I had to pick between the original trilogy, Return of the Jedi is my favorite. And then again, this one right here is old school, but you have Luke and then you have Palps and Vader. So that is not from the Return of the Jedi, but if you look, 4 of the pin sets were Return of the Jedi. And then you have these ones, right? So you got those pins. Let me go. That design is very, was it? Funkos? 2025 Chewy looks better, like Mr. Peanut. Looks like a hairy Humpty Dumpty nerd. Hello there. What up, cuz? What's up, cuz? How you doing? Ken, he's kind of looks like a hairy sack. Wow. What's up, Ricky? Dope collection. Thank you, man. Thank you for joining the live stream. Question: is collecting all the pins in celebration stressful because of the hunt? It can be stressful if you make it stressful. I like, I guess you could say, like the competition or the thrill of the hunt. it gives you something to do, right? And then it also gives you an opportunity to kind of like network with people, right? Talk to people. You are in a con where, guess what? Everybody loves Star Wars. So it's super dope. I remember in Anaheim, there was, if you have Discord, which I'm not a fan of Discord because I don't like the layout of Discord, but it's very helpful. It's very helpful. So if I could give you a tip, join a Discord for Star Wars Celebration Japan because they'll let you know when things are coming out and stuff like that. And there's a lot of trades that can happen there. Facebook, the Facebook groups. I was missing a layup pin in Anaheim, and the guy was like, you know, people mark up the pins. If you do the math, they cost $10 each. But if you need something, obviously somebody might say, yo, I'll sell it to you for 15, 20. What do you got to trade? And so I remember a guy, he was like, you know what? Meet me by like the food court. I'll sell it to you for 10. So I'm like, bet. Sell it to 10. At the time, I didn't have cash because I rarely ever carry cash. I'm always like, let me Zelle you, let me, PayPal you, let me Cash App you, electronic. I'm in the future. I don't carry cash. So when I go meet up the guy, I'm like, hey, do you have Zelle, PayPal? He's like, no, I didn't. He was trying to work it out, but obviously at the same time, to respect, he was eating with his family. So he's like, you know what? Just have it, bro. You good. May the force be with you. So that happens as well. Sometimes people just like, bless people and be like, here you go, bro. I know you need it. I have a double of it. Just go ahead, man. It's $10 at the end of the day. And so obviously for me, I have to do pay forward, right? And bless somebody else as well. So I remember blessing a kid in Anaheim 2023 with a pin. I didn't need it. It was a double, whatever. Just pay forward, and that's what happens. But it's a cool place. So it could be stressful if you make it stressful, but think about it as something that, like, you know what, it's something to accomplish and go after this weekend because there's so many things you could do, and you can run into awesome people to talk to, and then pay attention because there was one time when we went to a panel and they're just like killing time until the people show up on the stage. They're like, hey, do we got pin collectors here in the room? And everybody started raising the hand. I raised the hand. They said, all right, if you got pins that you want to trade, you know, everybody come up. So everybody started walking up to the front of the stage, and I was able to make some trades as well there. So it's fun. It's just, don't make it stressful. Yo, what up, Chris? Congrats on the raise today in spring training by one. To be honest with you, Chris, I don't really pay attention to spring training, bro. When it comes to like spring training football and baseball, I pay attention to when it counts. Everybody's Soto hit a home run. I think it's like his second home run. I get alerts. I'm like, it doesn't count, bro. At the end of the day, those wins and losses don't count. They're split squads. I do want to go to a spring training game. I got to look to see my schedule next week to see if I could go to Port St. Lucie, but it's not guaranteed you're going to see everybody on the team because they play split squad. So, but baseball is almost coming back, man. Hey, Ricky, heard Star Wars Celebration in Japan this year. So sick. Where's Japan? I heard you driving. It's near Michigan or something. What's up, bro? We got a celebrity in the house. What up, Will? Hey, I love your Tatooine Trader short on YouTube. You got a lot of teas, bro. You got a lot of teas. So shout outs to you and shout out to Tony. You guys have been in Tatooine Trader since like I feel like day one. I finally got my first tee and my first hat. Love it. And I'm ordering that Attack of the Clones, Dooku, and what's it called? Dooku versus Yoda in the back, Dooku lightning on Anakin. I need that. I need that, especially for celebration. Yeah, probably why we getting our ass kicked. Yeah, man, it's not full squad, and I get it. They want to see some of the young prospects, step up during spring training. That's the only way you really get to know your prospects, who you got available. So, I mean, I look at the score. I might see a highlight, but I really don't take it serious until the season starts. All right, so let me go back to remove, add this. Oh, so we go back to the sheet here. So you see the packs. So we went over it. I got that Vader. So that's one pack. Then you got the C3PO, the Ewoks. You got Biker Scout, Han, another Ewok 3-pack. You got the Obi-Wan Kenobi 3-pack, Max Rebo 3-pack, and then Boba Gregorian Guard 3-pack, right? So you got those packs that they sell you at the Celebration store. So again, they sell the mystery pack pins, 2 pins, and they were $20, and then they sell 3 packs that you can pick up. So it's up to you. Now you have here where this was another pin pack. If you saw, right, because I told you guys, and make this. I told you guys that this Java pin, yes, me, that big one, was you had to purchase a certain amount to get access to even purchase this pin, right? So that's another thing why I kind of went in and purchasing all those pins and packs because I need to meet that threshold so I can get some. But this year, let me add it back. This year they didn't have Java. There was just a 2-pack. So I do have Java the 2-pack. You see it on there. But the incentive ones, which let me see, I believe I got all of them. Where I got all of them. There we do. So you have the incentive packs. Let me go ahead and see if we do it like this. Or no. No, we can't. So I do have the incentive packs, and you have the Rancor. So the Rancor was one, and I think the Rancor was the biggest one. You had to spend, I don't know if it was over 250 or 200 to get this Rancor pin. I can't remember the name. What's the name of this? I know it's a famous character, Jax. Jax. Jax in the comics. I know a lot of people were going crazy for this one. I think you had to spend over 100 to get this one, and then you have Ahsoka was I think was like 150 or something. So like 100, 150, over 200, 250, and that's how you got these incentive pins. So obviously your boy went ham with the 3-packs, so I was able to get these, right? So pretty much got all the pins that I needed from the store. I got a couple mystery pins. Now I know I wasn't going to be able to complete all the mystery pins, so I had to do a little bit of trading, and I had to purchase some more packs maybe the next day. One tip that I can give you, and not everybody's, trust me, your boy got some debt, so not everybody in the world's rich, and I'm not rich. But don't wait. If you go into celebration, if you have access to the store, make sure you scope out the whole store. So one of my biggest regrets is because I was trying to check out quick. And the reason why I was trying to check out quick, because I know for Anaheim, I was taking my sweet time. I was looking at everything, lifting everything, because they have a lot of stuff at the store besides pins and hats and t-shirts. I mean, they got coasters, picture frames, stuff for your bedroom, books, a lot of stuff. So in Anaheim 2022, I took my time. And then when I got to the line, bro, the line to check out was crazy. It took a while standing in line. And then some of the like machines when they were scanning was not working. So when I got to London celebration in 2023 in the store, bro, I wanted to check out quick. And I remember I remember even Tony saw me going to the line quick and he's like, yo, where's Ricky going? The other thing they did different was you had to go to the registers to purchase the pins. These pins were not laid out in the store. These pins were not laid out anywhere where you could grab something because in Anaheim, what they did different, which I kind of liked that idea in Anaheim. In Anaheim, they had a store within a store. So in Anaheim, you got the pins, and it was like a store. You got the pins at one area. So everybody that wanted to get pins just lined up and they had all the pins there. And then you could purchase the other stuff around the store. In London 2023, all the pins were at the register. And some not every register, that's what I told you that I was missing some things. Not every register behind the cashier has all these packs. So she had to jump and go behind other cashiers to grab the ones because I was literally showing her photos. I was showing her this list that I have right here that you see on the screen. I was like, no, this one. I need this one, right? Just to make sure that I got everything. So again, you have to kind of decide what you want to do. Do you want to check out quickly and get your stuff? But the regret that I have for kind of like going through because I didn't want to stand in line, I did not go back to the store to like maybe the third day, and a lot of the stuff sold out. So they try to do their best to kind of like let things spread out throughout the weekend, but sometimes when it sells out, it sells out. So if you thinking about going, like, you know what, I'm gonna just go the last day of the con and go into the celebration store. Good luck, because you're gonna find empty shelves. It's better to go day one, and if you don't mind standing in line at the setting line to go in and standing in the line to get checked out, take your time because there's a chance you're gonna miss something, and then if you try to get it the next day, it might be sold out. So that's what kind of happened to me. There were some other pins that I wanted. They were not part of like this set, but when I went back, they were done. What the entrance was this? What are you talking about? What is this? Raise highlights in the same sentence. That's weird. Hello, MacMan. What's going on? When Japan Celebration was first announced, it felt like 100 years away. Now it's like 1 month. It's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. It is super crazy. Shout out to all six of you on here. Appreciate it. All right. So going back to this, let me go back to the bigger screen, right? So we're still not done with the. This is the adventure, right? This is like what we're trying to do and trying to complete the list, right? So now we got the road to celebration, the mystery, and then the 3 packs that are inside the store. Now you got sponsor pins. Now, the way this works is you go out to the exhibit floor. So have you ever been to like a MegaCon or a Fan Expo? These are the booths. These are the people that are selling all the collectibles, artwork, whatever it is. And you have to find, if let's see, can I even zoom in? Yeah, I can zoom in. Well, that's it. So if you look at the sponsor pins, it'll tell you Moby Fox. It would say Wicked Bricks. Another one, Forbidden Planet. What's this one again? Pins on Fire. So these are the names of the companies and the booths that would have these pins at that booth. Celebration gives it to them, right? So this is like the hunt. Again, this is all about a game. It's kind of like I'm trying to get all these pins. So there's different things you could do to get these pins. So some people, and it's really up to them. You can't. Some people were be like, let's see, for example, this was what stance the socks. Okay, nothing against stance socks. They're pretty fire. I see them, but I don't wear the socks. Right? So, and a lot of the socks from stance are expensive. So originally, you had to spend 50 pounds to get this Chewy pin. Okay. I think I already showed you guys, but I'll go ahead and make it bigger. 50 pounds to get this pin from Stance. Okay. I'm not spending 50 pounds. I'm sorry. I didn't want to spend 50 pounds, but I wanted the pin. I need this pin. For. So what ended up happening is that I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get it. I guess I'm not gonna be a completionist because I'm not spending 50 pounds on socks that I'm not gonna use. Or like you said, oh, you can give it to somebody. None of my kids wear these type of socks. My girl don't like these socks. My dad don't wear these socks. Like whatever. So I'm just not gonna get it. Whatever. And then it was people that spent the 50 pounds. What ended up happening the last day, Monday of the con, they saw that they still had a lot of these left over on Monday, and nobody was spending the 50 pounds to get this. So they just said if you buy something, anything at any price, you could buy this for 10 pounds. And again, that's the going price, right? $10, 10 pounds. I know it's a little bit more pounds, whatever, but you know, $10. So I'm like, oh, bet. So I think I ended up buying some like kid socks. They were like, I don't even know, less than 20 bucks. And then I was able to get this pin for 10. So that's some of the things that they do. I know Forbidden Planet, not Forbidden Planet, is on there, and they were just at MegaCon too. Uh, Heroes and Villains. Now, Heroes and Villains got some dope stuff. So, Heroes and Villains, if you just purchase an item, I think at a certain price, I think it was even if you spend over 30 pounds, you get the pin for free. So I think I ended up buying me like a Bad Batch Scully with the patch on there. Pretty dope. And then they were giving out the baby Ahsoka. So let me go ahead and remove this, put a bigger screen. They were giving out the baby Ahsoka pin. So again, stance was like you spend 50 pounds, you get the pin. This one, if you spend over 30, you get the pin. I want to just say I can't remember every single one. I wanted to say there's also some booths. If you just show up, they just charge you the 10 pounds for it. Like you don't need to buy any of their stuff. If you just want to buy the pin for 10 pounds, which I think the Yoda was, then you just buy it for 10 pounds. So that was the chase of going and getting every single pin. So I got all of them. I think where is the There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not 8 pins. So I got 1, 2, the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know there was, I can't remember. I want to say it could be this one. This one was a pretty dope one. This is from the Obi-Wan show. You got Luke, young little boy Luke, right? This one, let's see. I have the sheet right here. Was it from this company? No, it wasn't from Rhino Shield. It was from, I don't know if it was Moby Fox or maybe it was, oh no, Atomic Math Games. Okay, so it's this right here, the Finnick Shan. So this one you needed to buy like, and I think they did like miniature vehicles or whatever it is. Like you build them like the models, right? And nothing against people that do models. I'm not knocking anybody. Shout out to you for doing that and taking the time and painting and gluing all that stuff. But that's not me. That's not your boy. So I was not gonna spend $50 on a model that one I'm never gonna build. So I was standing there and there was a guy that he didn't care about the pin. He didn't care about the pin at all. Remember what I told you that Star Wars Celebration, you're gonna find dope people, cool people. So he was there to buy the miniature whatever ship. That's what he wanted. He didn't really care about this. So he's like, bro, here you go. You can have it. He heard me because I was talking to the guy. Guy was not trying to sell it. You had to spend money. He was next in line. And then he purchased it. He's like, yo, bro, here, you can have it. So again, it's not gonna be easy. And I don't know how Japan's setup is gonna be, but you either gotta purchase a certain threshold, you just gotta purchase an item, but try to find those booths that all you gotta do is just give them the 10 and they take it and they give you the pin. All right, so those are those ones. We go. Your favorite celebration was Chicago, right? Yes. It was 5 days. It did feel a little bit too long, but it was also pretty dope because I'll give you an example, MegaCon, right? So MegaCon is 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday is a short day. Obviously, you got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it feels like you got to do a lot in such a short time. With celebration being 5 days, you're able to just, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on this today because I got 4 other days that I could just do these other things. So that was the cool part. They had dope panels. The floor setup was amazing. There was a lot of great things announced. Being a big guy like me, in tight situations, ain't the best, but in Chicago, it was a lot of room. There was a lot of room. So Chicago would always be, my favorite celebration. But you know what? I don't know what Japan's gonna, Japan might end up being. I don't know. Just the Japan trip mixed with going to celebration and end up might being the best celebration. We don't know. It spins your main hunt at celebration, yes. So obviously now introducing this year the art show, amazing artwork. Shout outs to you to all the artists. You guys killed it. And it always seems like it gotta go back to Tony because me being jealous, seeing Tony get two prints with the number 66 on it. I didn't know anything about it because me and Tony are not attached to the hip. Tony's my boy. He's my ride or die when it comes to celebration. We haven't missed the celebration together. But the cool thing too, like I said, we're in a building surrounded with people that love celebration. So even though Tony's not next to me or I'm not next to Tony, we're connecting with people that love Star Wars. So we're in a safe area. If you want to talk about being safe, like, no judgment, like, we're safe there. We're all Star Wars fans. So we all avenue and do different things. So Tony got those prints without me knowing because I was in the panel. Like, we will link up and be like, "Yo, where you going?" I'm gonna go film the floor. That's what Tony was doing. Or Tony was like, "I gotta go do a photo op," and I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna go to the Andor panel, right?" So the art prints is the game changer, but main priority for me, I just love the pins. I usually get pins, a hat, and a T-shirt, which I already pre-ordered my hat and T-shirt. Get all the pins that I can, the artwork, and then now I don't think they announced it. I don't think I could be wrong. Tony's on the chat. Um, did they announce the tops? No, right? Tops did not get announced that I know of. But yes, pins are the main hunt. You think they'll do a 2027 celebration to celebrate 50 years of A New Hope? Oh yeah, that's hands down guarantee. Most likely, it will be here in Orlando because the 40th anniversary was here in Orlando, and that was actually me and Tony's first Star Wars celebration. Again, kicking myself, and I know Tony's probably kicking himself because we were too focused on being at the Funko booth. Carrie Fisher was there, bro. Mark Hamill was there. George Lucas was there. Like, these things don't always happen. Like, we take it for granted. Like, oh, we didn't do autos in 2017. We didn't do photos. So, we'll do it in the next Star Wars celebration. Well, guess what? Carrie Fisher passed away. Guess what? George Lucas doesn't go to Star Wars celebration. And Mark Hamill, good luck, right? So they will do the 50th anniversary again. Most likely, it's either going to be in Orlando, which they did it last time for the 40th, or if they're going back to Anaheim because it has to be connected to Disney area, right? Because they're going to do maybe a Star Wars night or a special night, but definitely it Star Wars celebration is happening in 2027. Yo, shout outs to the man. You still live? What time is it, bro? 10 o'clock? $1.99. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you. Yeah, I like when you can just buy it directly. Definitely, man. When you can buy it directly, here's the 10 pounds and $10. I don't know the equivalent to yen, but yo, here's it. Can I get the pin? No hassle. The crowd and celebration sound like it's gonna be fun. Yeah, man, it's fun, man. Like, I've been to New York Comic Con. I want to say I've been to MegaCon like over 13 times. Uh, that feeling of celebration is different. It just hits different. Like, you kind of have like celebration withdrawals. That's why I kind of love that this year we come back from celebration. I think it's like in 2 weeks later we're going to ICC con. So I'm like, whew, it'll be just 2 weeks because man, it's just cool to be like, okay, think about MegaCon, right? Or any con that you go to. You're gonna have people that like anime. You're gonna have people that like the superstars and artists and get autographs and photo. You got the collectors over there, but like, we're in the con that because it's a lot of money to go there. You're going to Star Wars Celebration. Everybody loves Star Wars. Now, it could be the EU, it could be the animated, it could be the live action, it could be the OT, the prequels, the sequels. It could, but we all love Star Wars. And we all have that moment that we love. And we can share, oh, you remember when this happened? And then, like, they put all us together in a building, and it's just like I said, it's just peace and love, man. Everybody hands out stickers, patches. If you cosplay, everybody wants to stop you and take photos with you. People want to trade. They comment on your backpack because I bring my old backpack with all the pins. It's just fun, man. It's real fun. Chicago was the last celebration that I went to. Oh, Dark Chisel, nice. I want to go back so bad, man. You got to, bro. You were at the food court. Shut up, bro. Maybe. Maybe. That food court in London, not it. Was not it, bro. Yeah, this year is gonna be busy. Yes, sir. How's it going? What up, Eric? Thank you for joining. All right, so let's go ahead and add this bad boy to the screen. Let's remove this. Boom. Nope. Let's do it this bit. There we go. Kind of blurry. Let me move these. I do want to talk about one other pin. And so this pin right here was I think it was the Jedi VIP staff. Maybe I could be wrong. Let me double check. Where are you? It was the staff pin. So, and I think I have it on here. Let me add this on there. Yeah. So, can I make it bigger? No, that's the biggest it goes. Yeah. So this was the staff pin right here that you see here. And so, kind of like same deal that I told you about in Anaheim. You got to find a staff member. You got to find a staff member early and get this pin to do a trade, right? But the way me and Tony, a lot of us got this pin is because the system went down at the registers. So remember I told you that I went and booked it straight to go get those pins, check me out. I didn't want to stand in line. So I was pretty much, they had like, probably with no exaggeration, maybe 10 to 12 registers all lined up. And I was first in one of the registers. And I think Tony was a couple down for me. And it wasn't working. The card system wasn't working. It was the first day. It was pre-night where you could go into the store and it was a minute. Like I want to say it was probably more than 30 minutes, maybe close to even an hour. Maybe even an hour. And so to calm everybody down, to make people feel better, they gave out this staff pin just to everybody that was waiting. So if you were waiting in the store the pre-day, we got the staff pin for free. Now, again, we weren't really happy with the staff pin because the year before that, the staff pin right here, you see it? The staff pin was Jedi Luke, bro. From Return of the Jedi, Jedi Luke. Come on. How you go from Luke to this? I don't know. But it was part of the set. So that was another one there. Let's see. Elsa is mommy. Star Wars can suck a fart out of my butt. Hey, let's go. Love it. Thank you for the comments. Appreciate it. All right. So these are some of the mystery pins right here. So we got a couple mystery pins and the chases, right? So the chases were you got another Ahsoka was a chase. They made Saul Guerrero a chase. They made Kino Lloyd. Where's he at? I saw him. He's a chase. And then shout outs to Tony. Shout outs to Tony. He gave me the path. I think we traded. We traded or he gave it to me. was the chase for this year. And then obviously you got the 2023 startup pin right here. So this is going to be the first one that has to go in the backpack to let everybody know that these are 2023 celebration pins. And then as far as the selection of chase, I mean, the chases were all right. You go from, because Anaheim pins were pretty serious. So you go from Black Chrysanthemum and you got Han and Carbonite. Like that, I pulled that out from the box and everybody was like, yo, Han and Carbonite pin. Now that's a dope chase. Chrysanthemum pin, a dope chase. I don't know about, they already had an Ahsoka, right? So we had a baby Ahsoka. Where's the other Ahsoka? I thought there was two Ahsokas. I could be wrong. But yeah, we had a baby Ahsoka. Oh yeah. So we had an Ahsoka already as an incentive pin. You gotta purchase like a certain threshold. So that was already an Ahsoka pin. And then we got the baby Ahsoka pin. There was a heroes and villain. So then why was this Ahsoka pin another a chase? They could have did a better job in changing the chase. So for me, I was okay with Kino Lloyd. That pretty dope, right? Andy Serkis, rest in peace. Has, but I felt like they could have done a better job with the chases that year in 2023. But yeah, these are all the pins. So the only ones that I'm missing, we go from the list. I got everything. So if we remove this, go add this back. Everything that you see on here, I got all of them except for the Road to Celebration Andor 3-pack. Now, remember what I said. These are celebration pins. So even though they cost you $30, the value of them go up high because it's a celebration pin. You can only get it at celebration. You can only purchase this because you have passes to go to celebration. So the road to celebration pins could only be purchased from a person that purchased passes to that celebration. So with that being said, the Andor pins I haven't checked them in probably over a year, but they were reaching the $70 mark to purchase the 3-pack. I'm not paying $70. So I would say I'm 90% complete. I thought I had everything for 2023, but I don't. I'm not 100% complete. I need that Andor one. Kind of showing you, let me show you some more photos. So that was just the list of all the pins that you could get. This was the T-shirt, kind of showing you what I purchased. The T-shirt from Celebration. I always get the Celebration tee. This year, kind of sticking with it's Europe. When you think of London, Europe, soccer, football, number one sport. So I purchased it because it was a scarf that says, Europe 2023, Star Wars Celebration. So that's pretty dope. That was something unique for the year. So I purchased that. You had to get the hat, man. The hat, again, I'm telling you guys, let's say I have Chicago, Anaheim. I do have, obviously, Europe, and then I did pre order the Japan one. I'm kicking myself that I never got an Orlando one, but get the hat. Get a hat. Even if you don't wear a hat, it's a dad hat. It's adjustable in the back, but it's just kind of like signature. You wear that, Star Wars fans will be like, "Oh, you went to Star Wars Celebration?" It's just a dope hat. that was again the story that I tell you about the incentive pin. I took that picture while I was waiting, had to register. But yeah, it was crazy. Oh man, the feeling of coming back to the room. You feel accomplished. You see right on top of the hotel bed, we like taking a picture. There is some other ones in here that you are gonna see. I'm gonna show you right now over here. Those are kind of different exclusive pins, and then you see the pins on fire. I blame Tony for this one. I never collected fake pins before. I kind of stayed away from fake pins. I didn't really like figured pins, but those two were exclusive to Star Wars Celebration, but from the booth of Pins on Fire, and that kind of like sparked my collecting of fake pins. Because when I came back home, I googled fake pins Star Wars because your boy's a Star Wars fan, and yeah, I got a couple fake pins. I might have to do a whole nother live and call it fake pins in chat because I got a lot of fake pins. And then, bro, do you see that total? 444.60 pounds. That's a lot. Yeah, it was a lot. So here, this is at the Funko booth, and Funko made their own exclusive pin. It's a Darth Vader. Obviously, it looks like a Funko. It says Europe 2023 Star Wars Celebration. So they were giving those out at the Funko booth if you made a purchase. So that was pretty dope. And so let me go see. Can I play this video? So this video right here, this was at Forbidden Planet. So this is Forbidden Planet, and Forbidden Planet. What did Forbidden Planet have? Forbidden. Oh yes. So, so if you look at Tony's video, you're gonna get a very rare moment of me running. Okay. So sometimes you have to run to get into this booth because this chopper pin you can straight purchase. So shout out to Forbidden Planet. They were not like you need to buy a comic, you need to buy this. Nah, they're like, just give us the money and you get the pin. So, but I think they only had a certain amount each day. And after that, sold out. So I remember I want to say this was like maybe day number 2. Me and Tony said, yo, we gotta go straight to Forbidden Planet once the con opens. Once the con opens, because these chopper pins, these chopper pins, remove right here was selling out. And you know, Chopper's that dude. Right? So let me go back and add the video so you guys can see. Let me go ahead and play it real quick. So shout out to Forbidden Planet. They actually put us. This is Fake Pin official website, but you see Tony there. You see me all dressed in red. Let's see. Let me slow it down. You see my boy Ty. He's wearing the helmet, giving the piece. Look at Tony right there in line. And then you see me dressed up in all red, waiting to get our pins. Oh, it's fun. Fun times. Fun time. I think that's it, right? Yep. Those are all the photos that I have and videos. Yep. So now I can go ahead and remove this. Add this back to the stage. Hope we get a Mando trailer at Celebration. Oh, for sure, for sure. So in the Lucas, what they do is usually day one they have the Lucas films panel, and it's kind of like the startup of Star Wars Celebration, and they do announcements. So they'll anything coming down the pipeline when it comes to TV shows, any animated series, movies, they talk about it. They will give us updates on Ahsoka. They would give us Andor. People will come out for Andor. We might get another trailer leading up to because that weekend pretty much that's when Andor's coming out, and then definitely will give us Mando trailer for sure. So it's cool because you know he's not a guest for autos and photos, and I know he's a very busy man. But is Pedro gonna come out? That would be amazing. But yeah, we definitely would get some. Somehow Gazer returns. Let's go. Especially not for Ant Snore. I mean, man, Andor's trailers, season 2 looking pretty like fire. I'm like, that was my expectation for Andor season 1. What we're seeing now in the trailers. That was my expectation. I'm excited. So I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be watching all 3 episodes. Imagine Japan celebration hat. It's gonna be fire. Yes. Damn, you got bread loaf? Nah, man. It's called. I got that, bro. You know that Peter Griffin 30,000 credit card debt? Yep, that's me. All right. So before we end this, shout out to all 11 of you on here. I appreciate you guys. Let's talk about some other pins, right? So I'm not telling you guys to be a completionist. One, you're gonna be doing a lot of running around. You're gonna be doing a lot of strategic planning. You got to network and talk to people, see if you could trade. It's gonna be, but that for me, it's the fun part of it. But what I always tell people is go for what you like, man. If you just want the Java pin, because it reminds you of me, then just get the Java pin. That's it. But for me, I wanted to get everything, and so this was the Star Wars Celebration Funko pin. You guys can see here. Your boy got 2. Because again, I love Funko. You guys are breaking my heart, Funko. You're breaking my heart. Do better. So those were at the Funko booth. Now, bro, it's gonna kill me, man. Is Tony still here in the chat? Tony, where you at, bro? I need your help, Tony. I need your help. So I could, you know what? Matter of fact, I think if I'm correct, let's see. I don't know if it was pin. No, was it movie? No, it wasn't none of these. Was it Pins on Fire? It could be Pins on Fire. So it could be multiple. There were multiple. Oh, there we go. What do you want, Tony? Was it Pins on Fire for these? Some of these were Pins on Fire. Only if I'm hearing positive things about it. Yeah, Pins on Fire was the Fig Pin rookie. No, but they didn't sell these either. So who are these? And they had Sabine Circle Pin. Yeah, this one. All right. So I know I can't remember the name of the company. There was several booths that you had to go to. All those 4 pins were 4 different vendors. Yeah. So different vendors you had to go to, but these were also exclusive pins to Celebration, but there weren't like the official ones from the Celebration store or the con, but each vendor made their own. And then they were limited to 1,000. So here it says Star Wars Celebration, London, April 7th through the 10th, 2023. So this was Salacious Crumb out of 1,000. This was Mando out of 1,000. Then you have the Biker Scout helmet for 1,000. Oh, 750 actually. Sorry, 750. And then you have the Sabine for 750. So yeah, I think seeing these pins, because I did again in Anaheim, I only picked up one. I mean, I picked the best one, to be honest with you. I want to say there was a mall, Tony. Correct me if I'm wrong. There was a mall version, but this was in Anaheim 2022, right? Let me make sure. Celebration. Yep, Anaheim 2022. That was exclusive, but I only got one of the pins. All those 4 different vendors. Okay. Yeah, so these ones you could pick up as well in Celebration. So I'm excited. Um, I know my pockets are not gonna be excited. I know I always have that moment where I feel, I feel like Anakin when I go back to the hotel room and I'm excited and I look at all the pins and I'm like, what have I done? Yeah, that's gonna be me. But I appreciate everybody. I will give you guys an update. I know it was a lot of information. Shout out to you guys asking me questions. Again, I can't stop promoting, not because he's my boy, but because the guy is very knowledgeable and his videos are very informative, better than me. I ask Tony questions. You guys have questions, please check out Tony's celebration videos. If you are planning on going to Japan, you got to make sure you have everything and be informed so you're ready, so you're not a rookie like Ricky. Or if you're planning on going to celebration next time it hits the States, you definitely want to make sure you be ready for the stuff. But yeah, man, it's time to start cracking some of these pins open and putting them on the backpack. So, like I said, I'll give you guys an update on the backpack because by the time I put this on, is I'm gonna be here till 1 o'clock in the morning. Be honest with you, but I'll give you guys an update, and then I'll also give you guys an update if I get my hands on that Andor 3 pack, so I can complete this bad boy and officially say I am 100% from 2023. Thank you guys for everything. I appreciate everybody. Peace.